This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store. Hey, what's happening, everybody? We got another great episode of Blurs Reacts with myself and my crazy and lovely co-host, Traci Carr. What's going on, Traci?
Hi, I'm good. I took a little break. I went to San Diego Comic-Con and had a little needed a rest for a full week. This is like 5 straight days of just nonstop geekdom and parties and activations. So yeah, so I was like, I just need 1 week to recover. But
you know, San Diego is like the mecca of all the cons for the year.
Yeah.
Even though there's other cons after that, this is the one that tends to be the pinnacle of what we all know in the entertainment industry. And you tend, even with a con like that, just your typical con that you're going out of town for or anything else, you do need like a recoup time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like
it doesn't matter if you're cosplaying or not. You just kind of you're like, all right, I need a minute.
You're standing in line. You're going to I went to the Dungeons and Dragons activation. Went to the Game of Thrones, the new one, the prequel, that activation. Went to a bunch of panels. So yeah, it was one of those things where I'm just like walking around for basically maybe 2 miles a day, at least like 15,000 steps a day, and then you gotta go home and take a shower, get dressed, so you can go out. So
yeah, it's
yeah.
It's like going to an amusement park for the day, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to party tonight?" Okay, why not?
But let's do that 5 days in a row.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a thing. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
I thought San Diego Comic-Con was going to be it, but Warner Brothers had other ideas. But we're gonna get into that in a second.
They wanted to keep us on our toes. Yeah. Warner Brothers like, hey, let's throw them a curveball.
We got a guest tonight. One portion of the Trap Nerds podcast on the Black Effect Network. We could bring him in. Drizzy Dre, what's going on, man?
Well, Dre,
chilling.
I ain't got that applause real quick. Hold on, let me get it. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. All right.
Shit. I'm happy to be here, y'all. Woo!
So what's been going on, man?
All right, so Charles, I accidentally got like really drunk this morning. Like, you know how you wake up in the morning?
He said this morning.
like I've been funny shit. I've actually been sober for like a week or 2 days. So it was like I was like, all right, I want a 6-pack.
Look,
I killed the 6-pack.
Look, coming off because we met at BlurCon, then you went a week later, went to DreamCon, and then y'all got the Black Effect. That's end of this month, right?
And then this weekend we got KO Plus Con.
Jesus.
The tour has been wild, and it's.
I was gonna say that's what it is. It's the tour.
That's why I was like, after August, I am chilling. Shit, I'm tired as hell.
Oh man! So if those don't know, Charlemagne the God is the one who helps create the Black Effect network with a lot of dope podcasts. Trap Nerds is probably one of the first blurred or the only blurred podcast that's on that network, if I'm not mistaken.
We made it.
Yeah,
We made it.
yeah. Tell
That's
them I'm
like
coming
our
for
one
them.
shit talking moment on the actual whole Black Effect shit. Like, y'all don't know comic books. Y'all don't know Walt Disney, nigga. Like, look at that.
Tell them I'm about to come knock on the door. I don't knock. I kick indoors. Uh, man. But yeah, it's been a hell of a week. But we did lose. We lost a couple people along the way. First off, happy belated birthday to Peter Cullen, who's the voice of Optimus Prime. He just turned 81 this week. Protect that man at all costs.
Yes, protect at all costs.
Jesus,
We
him,
lost
James
Betty
Earl
White,
Jones.
man. We need him, and we need him.
We need, good Lord, like we lost Bill Russell, Pat Carroll, who's the voice of Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and then we lost Nichelle Nicols, who is, number one, a trailblazer. Not just because she was on Star Trek, but what she did because of Star Trek behind the scenes, like major moves. Like, she's the reason why there were a lot of black women working at NASA. She's the reason why Martin Luther King himself was like, no, you stay on that show. We need you on that show.
You representing us right now.
Right.
Yeah, I think from 1977 to 2015, she was at NASA as a volunteer recruiting people.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't be Sally Ride without Nichelle Nicols.
Mm-hmm. I've heard nothing. If anything, she's done nothing but good. Every interaction that a fan has had with her, or a studio, or anything, has been nothing but positive. And she's a legend. There's no way to do it. She's done music.
She's an icon, a legend,
Her records old out too.
For real, yeah. So like, you know how we joke and we talk about Snoop Dogg, like Snoop Dogg doing everything. Nichelle Nicols was already doing that.
She's a Renaissance woman.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. She set the trail. So we lost the legend.
In the same day.
It's just unfortunate.
Same day.
In the same day.
Right.
Same day.
Yeah. It's crazy. But she went peacefully. So that tells me, like, okay, good. There wasn't an illness. It wasn't nothing crazy. Right. It wasn't COVID's ass or nothing like that. Phew. Thank God.
See, that's what happens when you live a good life, though. When you live a good life,
right.
Like, you're not gonna, when you pass, you're not gonna pass in pain. You're gonna pass like a easy, peaceful pass because you left a great mark on the world. So it's like another reminder: be good to people.
She did her job.
Yes.
She did. She really did. She really did.
You deserve your rest.
Yeah. It's for someone who has put so many things in the forefront. She wanted to leave the show to do a play. And they said, She had like notable celebrities, black celebrities, and black political figures saying, no, we need you.
I think it was. She was
ain't none of us in space, nigga. You need.
We need this. So yeah, it was most definitely necessary. I'm glad we got something like that out of her. I'm glad she was here. She literally shared her gift. Like, she did it all, was known for it all, and she will be missed, but thankfully her legend won't die. We currently have a young actress now playing a young version of her on Paramount. I think is it Strange New Worlds?
Strange New Worlds,
yeah. So it's like it's going to continue. She even gave her praise. She's like, she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. Like, I'm like, you know what that takes?
And that means so much more now that she gone.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
She got to hold it down now.
Yeah. We got some good news and some bad news. Like me and Tracy talked about a little bit. Like, Brittany Griner has been sentenced to 9.5 years?
9 years.
She doing a bid.
Shit.
Yeah. They sentenced her to 9 years, but hopefully the prisoner exchange happens quickly.
Negates it. Yes, please.
It happens quickly.
Please. For something so minor, and for the prisoner exchange that's being done, I'm like, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's no other way to put it.
But I mean, like, I'm just gonna mention it in terms of like United States. That headline could be for any black and brown person in the United States too, though.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Like, that was my shit this morning. I was like, hey, with half of like damn near every state either legalizing weed and decriminalizing weed, y'all need to start like get Brittany Griner out, but also release damn near every other nigga that y'all done locked up. This nigga's doing like 9-year bids right now for a nickel bag.
For having like a small bag of weed. They're in Alabama or Georgia right now doing the same amount of time. So we can't really criticize Russia
doing the same thing and worse.
Let's take a look in the mirror, but definitely get Brittany Griner back.
For real. 4 of the officers who fired and killed Breonna Taylor have now been charged by the Department of Justice and the FBI.
Fine. Shit.
It took 387 days.
Because I lost track. I knew it was longer than a year. I knew it. I'm like, I knew it was longer than. That's a shame. I can't say better late than never. Not when it comes to something like this. When you know there's wrong, like from the giddy up, you know there's wrong, and it's just we'll take it, but we're not taking it well. I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens from here. It's the feds got involved now, so let's see what happens from here.
Yeah,
I need the feds to get in a lot though. Like, if we're gonna do that, we need to set the bar precedent for that for Jalen Walker. Like we shouldn't have to wait like fucking 300 days for him.
Shout out to my hometown, Akron, Ohio, because that is like and you and me talked about it before, Tracy. I'm like, I know when I was coming up in Akron, I knew some police officers. Those were the cool ones. We didn't have stuff like that popping off. I don't know who this new generation of cops is. I'm like, seriously? Like,
I have a friend that's like his dad is a cop, and he says the same thing. His literal dad is a cop, and he says, but he's an older cop, and he's about to retire, and he says the same thing. He's like, I don't know what's up with this new generation of cops. As I'm an abolitionist, so I have my own theories on cops and things like cops. We don't need them. But I'm just gonna leave it at that and say that like we just need justice for Breonna Taylor, for Dylan, for several other black folks in this.
My wife has a T-shirt with, because we did the Black Lives Matter march a couple years ago to DC, and she bought a shirt, and she at the time, George Floyd, it was right on the tail of George Floyd,
right,
and she had all these names on the shirt and it said, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I'm like, shit, the whole front of the shirt. And I'm like, imagine if they did it now. I said, it'd been the whole front of the shirt, the back of the shirt, sleeves.
Oh, that's just the ones that we know, though. That's just the ones that we know. Like, it's probably back, front, sleeves, all over, like your whole body at this point, but we just don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Will. It was a massive cover up. You're right. So we're getting something, but it ain't for nothing.
We get slight progress, I guess.
Yeah.
Like we just like, can you just hurry up, please? So I'm gonna just get into it. So it seems that Warner Brothers in DC are running the gambit all this week, and not for good reasons. It's just so. One of the things I guess is pretty good is that The Flash, the television show, is ending for it's season 9, but it's going to be a shortened season. It's going to be 13 episodes, so it's going out the same way that Green Arrow went out. It's going to have pretty much a half a season. It's half a season. It's a good run, no pun intended. I caught it. But considering the fact of what we just had to deal with with the movie, with the menace that is known as Ezra Miller, or as I like to call him, he's the Reverse Flash. I don't give a fuck what's going on. That dude's a Reverse Flash. He's a whole menace.
He don't give a fuck. Like, I thought I didn't give a fuck about a lot of shit. He is out here wilding. I can't. He is Reverse Flash.
I'm like, how did you damage? Wilding. Like, you damaged everything. You literally changed.
I'm looking at him like Tyra Banks. We believed in you. We were rooting for you.
Oh my god. But with that, there's been so much going on. So many of you who don't know, I don't know where you've been if you didn't. Warner Brothers was bought by Discovery, and they've made the merger. So now it's called Warner Brothers Discovery. Mm-hmm. Not exactly the greatest name, but whatever. But they started just knocking things out the park. Like David Zaslav, who is running the whole show.
He's the worst.
he's the one running the whole show. So he started off strong out the gate, like, you know, with everything that Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg in Justice League, all the calls that he was making about Joss Whedon, Walter Hamada, a lot of the heads that was running over, you know, the whole thing of Justice League and everything else. David Zaslav came in and was like, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. All of you are gone. Anybody who was over the heads of anything dealing with the DC cinematic universe, they're gone. They're gone. Strong out the gate. And everybody waited. They was like, all right, you got rid of everybody. Are we keeping the Snyderverse? Are you rehiring Cavill to play Superman again? What's going to happen? San Diego Comic-Con came. They made 2 announcements. Disappointed every damn body. Meanwhile, Feige came in, dropped the mic. So then they
my nigga came in like the PS2 E3 drop. He just said, "Fuck it." Here you go, man. And walked off.
What's going on, Montel? What's going on?
Montel!
The man is in the building. Frosty Beard himself. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. Then the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial happened. And Amber Heard had a role in the Aquaman sequel. Last I heard, her time had been cut down to 10 minutes. And then by the time the trial was over, she was cut out completely. And they pretty much said, well, she didn't really have a focal point in the film. Cool. You corrected her wrong. Fine.
They replaced her with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
They replaced her with
So Jason Momoa revealed this week. Was it this week? Yeah, he was just like, you know,
can you be Batman one more time?
Yeah.
we just need one more out you, man.
Time, you know, because we don't know what's going on. Let's face it, people who wanted to go see the Flash movie, they didn't want to go see it because of the Flash. They wanted to see it because Michael Keaton was coming back as Batman. That was the big draw. They were like, Michael Keaton is Batman, sign me up. Let's see where the rest of the story goes. And then they canceled Batgirl. And this looked great, actually. And it was led by Leslie Grace from In the Heights. J.K. Simmons was playing Commissioner Gordon again, which I know that was going to cause a lot of confusion because
it's weird how they doing their universe, bro.
Yeah.
It's not very cohesive.
He said Ben is a juicer, and then it was juicier than Amber anyway. Oh God,
I'm dead.
Will says DC is doing an all-over sweep. Yeah, they are. They are. So, speaking of which, they just came in and just said, you know what? We're gonna cancel this $90 million film that's not even done yet. And
it's finished.
It's finished.
Yeah, that bitch finished. It's shelved. You remember what they were Indiana Jones where they put that bitch in the crate and just send that bitch into the warehouse?
Okay, so So all my con goers out there, I want you to listen closely because I know what's going to happen next. Go to your local cons. It's going to show up on DVD like in a year. Mark my words. Yep, it's always one person.
Somebody gonna hack that bitch, and they gonna get that file. Somebody got the Batgirl movie in an email right now somewhere, and that bitch is gonna get leaked.
Yeah, because I got the Wonder Woman.
We ain't got LimeWire no more.
No LimeWire. So technology always finds a way. Trust me when I say what they have, it's gonna get out. It's gonna get one way or another. Bootleggers, this is what not my gas station bootleggers. Y'all always get the wrong product. I need my
Pirate Bay niggas.
Yes, I need the real cats to come in through on the clutch. That's what I need. Let me see. Will says, I hate to say it, Batgirl may not have been a safe bet considering Blue Beetle is still a go. So I know Zaslav stated that he's pretty dry about it. He says that race and I guess not equality, but he used another term, wasn't on the top of his mark to use right now. And that's weird to say that.
It's very weird.
I'm like, okay, like maybe you shouldn't have said that because if you're trying to do a retool and reboot the universe, then that's not what you should have said. You should have just said, we're retooling everything. We're rebooting this universe. We're going to drop Shazam, which was supposed to come out this year. They pushed it back to next year. Was Black Adam this year too? I think Black Adam might be this year.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say that was Christmas-ish, and then they just pushed it back.
That's very disappointing to say because like HBO Max is known for highlighting people of color, Black folk stories, and like giving newer filmmakers and writers a chance. So if you have someone that's like, that's not top of my priority list, and it's just like, why are you here?
Yeah. And the crazy thing is the guys that's directing the film were the same guys who did Miss Marvel.
And they did Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, Bad Boys for Life. So like I'm like they were just as disappointed. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
They're
not even an HBO Max release, like nothing.
They purge.
it's a hell of a purge they got going.
It's like I want it, but I'm scared a little bit. It's like because me personally, I'm not for like that. Like you don't have to make it what it is super. You don't have to make certain shit super diverse, and that's kind of where they were. I don't want to say they was fucking up with it, but it's like y'all was just trying. Just go back to the basics of shit. We don't got it. You know, it's.
That's just. It's just bad. Because it's bad to step there.
Yeah, it would have been a good look.
Yeah.
See, and so that makes you wonder, like, we have Black Canary on the slate. We got Blue Beetle that's currently being filmed or not. I'm not even sure anymore. It's crazy.
Zaslav also said that he wants to do what Marvel did. Like Kevin Feige did 10 years ago. So it's going to be like DC Phase 1. And I'm just like,
this is what they did. This just released. Which a lot of fans like myself says, that looks very familiar.
That's the one you gotta
familiar, but
you gotta squint your eyes a little bit, like
you squint your eyes a little bit. You know, you're just like,
makes me so angry.
I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. However, it looks like someone else.
Strong like somebody else.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it looks good. So that's
it's kind of like when they're like, hey, don't copy my homework. Say, make it different. And in 1820, he was born. On the day of the 15th in 1820, he was born.
Right.
like, what? I don't.
It is.
It makes my head explode because like you have such rich characters that have been around for over 100 years. The story's written for you.
Yeah.
That be me. Like y'all don't have to do all this. Y'all can just get a nice arc and call it. You have it right here. Just read the damn book.
You just sit like 4 people in a room and give them like a library of DC stuff. And like, you read this, all of you read this one, and then then go at it.
I'm just thinking, like, dude, you act like you don't have that script right there. Like, so hey, let's just open this issue of Batman.
So this is what he says. This is what Zaslav says. He says he found himself in hot water with DC fans earlier this week when he canceled Batgirl. His decision obviously was controversial. They said the Flash is still on mark to have a theatrical debut. Okay. Considering the fact you have a menace on your hands, whatever. But then he says we are very excited about the Flash, Black Adam, and Shazam 2. We think they're terrific, and we think we can make them even better. I don't know what that means. But you still have Aquaman and Lost Kingdom coming out next March. He's looking beyond DC's 2023 slate, and he says hiring former Disney exec Alan Horn as a consultant didn't make it obvious. Oh, so you did go head hunting. Okay. He's hoping to emulate Marvel's success at the box office over the next decade. Dude, I said that in the very beginning. By the time we got Batman versus Superman, I said you shouldn't have gave us that. You should have gave us a Man of Steel 2. You should have done that and then started introducing everybody, and it became a crapshoot. You have more misses than you did hits, because the first Wonder Woman was a hit, Aquaman was a hit, Shazam was a hit, but then you pissed away that extra credit scene in Shazam by giving us a Superman from the neck down.
Like he Wizard Kelly, man. It was just the whole DCEU was just rushed to me, bro. It was like y'all just
it became a rush.
You're
and
right.
And the thing now, this and not only that, but now we're looking at HBO Max with this merger and everything, because they just announced that the streaming service is now going to be the HBO Max Discovery Plus merger is happening by next year. They've already erased some HBO Max original scripted shows.
They did.
So
so like reality TV. He's gonna make all of HBO Max fucking Love Island or something. Like
Fuckboy Island.
Yeah,
exactly. Fuckboy Island.
Like the guy got his fame from Shark Week. He's gonna manage like HBO Max like Shark Week. I swear to God,
his voice is gonna be so hoarse.
Yeah,
it's
like,
but
dude,
and it
seriously,
it's
if
scary.
If we're losing Harley Quinn, Peacemaker, no.
Did they say they're getting rid of them already? Because
no,
because Peacemaker's supposed to get a season 2, ain't it? I thought he already got greenlit.
James Gunn said that season 2 was. James Gunn said his season 2 is okay, but remember, he also said that he had another spinoff from the Suicide Squad coming on HBO Max. But he never said what it was. So that's probably been scrapped now. But season 2 of Peacemaker is okay. But still, what about Titans? And what about Young Justice? I'm starting to get a little concerned. I can't go through another emotional gut shot of losing Young Justice again. I can't.
Someone leaked the presentation from HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch the presentation from HBO Max, the way it's framed when it comes to like what men watch and what women watch, that's already causing an uproar, because apparently women do not watch Justice League or anything comic book related. We only just watch Discovery stuff. We need more reality TV, and like that's already causing an uproar, because it's like, what century are you guys in? Like, is this like the early 2000s? Are you?
It's basically fuck what we talking about. These computer stats is what we looking at right now.
These computer stats. It's just like when you're at work and the boss says, "Yeah, I know we're short staffed, but according to these numbers in this computer, we're doing pretty good." Yeah.
So we don't need new people.
You're right. We don't need new people. Right. Oh my God. This is all kinds of bad. I had a group. I'm in a group chat, and I had some friends. They were talking about it, And I remember, I don't know if you guys know who Wayne T. Carr is. Wayne T. Carr is an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne T. Carr was also supposed to be
Oh, I did see that. Fuck.
John Stewart Green Lantern in the Justice League film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
But
know what
Ryan
happened that they
Reynolds
switched
fucked
it.
that up for Green Lantern for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like they literally said that they was like, we're never doing Green Lantern for like 10 years because of that movie flopped that bad.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, I feel like every studio should be like Sony. Sony is just like, forget about it. We're just gonna put Morbius out. Everyone, and then
It's Morbin time.
Yeah, it's Morbin time. But you know what? We're gonna put it back in theaters just because y'all were trolling us. We're gonna troll you back. You know what?
They did not. They didn't get the joke at all.
I thought this was. They didn't get the joke, but at the same time, it's just. I like the fact that they went for it. They were like, we have this movie that is not that great. We're still gonna go for it.
They got some ball. I'll say this: when I look back now, the fact that they released it again, and then I'm looking at what Warner Brothers is doing right now, and I'm like, at least they had balls.
Yeah, they had balls. Sony's just like,
did.
fuck it, let's go. Y'all.
Discovery came in, was like, that wasn't a good job, man. Y'all, that wasn't a good move.
Sony's just looking at like really, y'all can't just release it. It's bad for the brand. Really?
It's bad for the. That's why I'm like, just give me my Batgirl, and move on. Just
they should have just did a flush all this shit, give it to the public, reboot.
Yeah.
Like, after these last slates.
Films like that are tax deductible, so he's getting the taxes from it. So he's getting it's tax deductible. So he's, instead of releasing it, and I think it was projected to only make about $30 million, they're gonna make more money by scrapping it completely and just getting the tax break for it.
That's sad.
It is sad. No, I completely agree.
Fucking sad.
That's corporate. That's corporate.
Because I was wondering how Flash was going to make it. I'm like, are you going to scrap this one too? Because let's just say Batgirl cost $90 million to make. Let's just say it might make 100. Let's just say that. We'll give them that. But Flash, especially with the CGI, let's just say it costs twice that to make. And it would probably make twice as much back, considering like bad press is good press. It's still press, because if they drop this, well, they dropped this movie, people still are going to see it out of curiosity,
right?
And Michael Keaton.
Yeah, and Michael Keaton. That's the big draw. Oh, and I think Affleck was supposed to be in that one too.
I think he make a cameo, if I'm not mistaken, because it's like it's gonna be alternate universe. Like Ezra, that's why they couldn't fire it. He like 6 different Flashes in this movie, apparently.
Yeah, and then
he better be reverse Flash in one scene. I
didn't understand them. I'm like, okay, giving us Batgirl, but you're kind of wiping out Batman. You're giving us Supergirl, but you're wiping out Superman.
By the way, that's not the only movie that they scrapped. They scrapped Batgirl and Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
So,
bro, I was hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. Scoob's Holiday Hunt. That's not coming out. That's and I didn't understand that. I'm like,
it's another
you scrapped Scooby-Doo.
Hey, at least we still got Shaggy and Velma in Multiverses. That's about all we got right now.
Man. I don't like that Velma keeps calling cops though. I don't. like why you gotta have this?
Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, chill out, girl. Sit down. Sit down. We don't need that here. They ain't even gonna believe us.
Right.
Number one.
Beyonce was right when she was like, "Cause them Karens turning to terrorists." Like,
pretty much, bro.
I'm like, excuse me.
Oh my god!
Wow,
like, maybe we should call. No, because one, they're not gonna believe us. We got a dude in here who's a whole pothead, and he talks to his dog. You think they're gonna believe us about some old man?
Old man Withers.
Old man Withers. That's not gonna fly.
That's why they always had to catch his ass before they called the police.
The chief gonna be sitting at the door, just like, I know you. I know.
Hey, Lieutenant, come in and listen to this shit real quick. Tell him what you just told me.
All right, and there's the chief. He's like, you got come on. Oh my God. I don't get what it is that they're thinking about over there. And it's scary. It's scary that I never thought I would see something like this. Now, I'm all for retooling. I'm all for just scrapping a lot of stuff. However, I would have just like, you know what? Let's drop this. Let's let it all get it out our system because it's always going to be there. Look how the Snyderverse Justice League showed up. Fans clamored for this thing. Sonic fans clamored for this thing. He was just like
hell no, we need this.
Yeah, stuff was leaking out. Like Deadpool, that was fans. In Ryan Reynolds, because he leaked that.
He did. He did that for the people.
He was just like, you got to be kidding me. I'm getting this one out. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. I don't give a damn.
Right,
he's a whole. He knew what he was doing when he did that. In my opinion, I say you keep the cast. Obviously, you change out Barry Allen. You change out Ezra Miller's character. But you keep the cast you already have. Because there's nothing wrong with it. You rehire Ray Fisher. You rehire Henry Cavill. Y'all get back to basics. Y'all build the shit like y'all supposed to build it. Because there's nothing really wrong with Batman. There's nothing wrong with Superman. There's nothing wrong with Wonder Woman. 84 was questionable, but, whatever. There's nothing wrong with Aquaman.
Did numbers. Like, y'all had a nice lineup and just fucked it up with the stories.
And then, like, when Ray Fisher blew the whistle, y'all was like, oh, we're cutting him from the team because he was supposed to be in the Flash. And I'm like, damn. Y'all cutting people. You cut the wrong people because then Johnny Depp had to take his ex-wife to trial for y'all to be like, oh, I think we fucked up. And then Ezra Miller was like, here, hold my beer. And so
they're fucking up even more because they're actually laying off about 70% of their development team.
Yeah.
And if they literally lay off 70% of their development team, it's not gonna be pretty for HBO Max. All of the original stories, everything they've been nominated for Emmys for. This is HBO's now Max's. When it comes to award season, they actually get more award nominations than any other streaming service.
They do. They really do.
They're probably gonna go down after this.
Well, what does Will say? He said DC can be different and do other heroes. They can. They can.
They got the lineup to do it. Yeah. It's like 7 different Justice Leagues y'all can work with.
Yeah, I remember them saying that they wanted Cyborg to be their first black superhero on screen, at least from that realm. I'm like, you had the opportunity and you trashed it by not listening to this brother about the toxicity that was going on behind the scenes.
It's all bad. He did get slight retribution in the Snyder Cut, but it's like, bro, this is like after the fact now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
I'll still watch it because it's
Snyder Cut. Watching still.
It's a hard ass film. That's like they were like, it's 4 hours. I said we sat through Endgame. I don't want to hear it.
Plus, he gives you a break. Calm down.
Right. You're watching it on streaming. You can't pause it.
Yeah, you're watching at home.
Go to the bathroom and come back.
Like Endgame, you had to time that stuff. You had to time it.
You had to run. You had to pick when to go to the bathroom for Endgame.
Right.
Yeah, there's like a website you can go to where you can type in the movie and then it tells you like exactly which scene to go to the bathroom and you're fine. You're like, hey, go to the bathroom here and then just figure it out.
Yep. Will says Justice League Dark, static. Although Ray Fisher shot himself in the foot. I wouldn't say he shot himself in the foot. He just called him out on it. He called him out on it. He says the Snyder Cut was trash.
It was better than the original.
It was. It definitely was. I live for that one. I'll watch the Snyder cut any day. Just because the Amazon scene.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That scene was flawless. I'm like, this is what I was looking for. That right there, that type of action. So I'll take that over.
Let's just see, like, then look at how they did Snyder though. Like his dog, like that was a fuck up right there in general. That was the beginning of the end type shit. Yeah. Like it was done to Justice and shit, but Justice League fucked up because, bruh, his daughter literally committed suicide, and y'all fired this nigga because he was like, I need time to get over my daughter's death. And y'all replaced him with a Marvel nigga that came in and redid his whole shit. And that's why Cyborg got did like that.
Yeah, because y'all be making bad moves. He sat there, like you said, his daughter committed suicide. And they were already talking about letting him go because they was like, oh, he's over budget and we'll use this as the scapegoat. What?
That's a pretty bad.
That's fucked. Yeah, like
it's fucked up. No, that's
y'all should have just fired his ass type shit. Y'all should like
you could have been fine that way, and then you didn't do that, and it's all types of bad. It's all types of bad when they do it that way.
They didn't think this through completely.
Oh, they didn't. You know they didn't.
I don't
know. They didn't.
I don't think Dave's gonna last too long. I don't think Dave's gonna last too long.
Well, I don't know what he has planned. And right now, from the last slate of films that they had planned and hopes that we had and we didn't, it was like, he had multiple chances. Now, Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League. So here's the thing about Zack Snyder. And I can agree with you on that one, Will. He can do mediocre because his cinematography is flawless. It's flawless. Sucker Punch, 300, Sin City, all those films we just named. They look great. Yeah, they look great. He got the Michael Bay treatment. He says he got the Michael Bay. Yeah, he got the Michael Bay treatment. Cinematography looks, he knows how to get that the visuals. However, he does tell a very long story. I will say that. Like, I could have done without Ninja Turtle Doomsday. I could have done without that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just for the simple fact it was Ninja Turtle Doomsday. I'm like, hey, you just gave me Doomsday. I would have been okay. But you gave me Ninja Turtle, dude. You gave me Raphael with no training. That's what you gave me. No sash.
No sash, my nigga.
You gave me Lex Luthor. I don't know what the heck up was just.
I was like, who? Like, I know it's a version of him like that, but it's like y'all used the wrong Luthor for this universe type.
That wasn't the guy to go to. That was Gene Hackman somewhere. Like, see, and this is why I retired from acting.
Right.
They wanted to freshen it up. I don't know. I was trying to give a benefit of doubt. I don't know.
Yeah,
they had too many chances, bro.
Well, it was at the end of Justice League where we get the very calm, bald, suited up on the yacht, Luthor, and I'm like, where was this dude the whole time?
The whole time, bro. We got a nigga.
What medication did you give him? What kind of Ritalin is he on that he's relaxed now?
Now, like, he should have been smoking weed at the beginning of this goddamn movie type shit. Like, shit be wild. They're not. It's like they hit and miss with they like casting at times. Like, they'll get a perfect nigga for some shit, and then you get his villain.
Then you gave us Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, and I'm like, yo, perfect. He looked great. And now nothing. Well, I guess he had to cook out now since he knows he's
chilling. He ain't got to worry about shit no more.
Oh yeah, his grandfather.
Yeah, like his fifth grandfather removed or something is black in the free slave. I'm like, oh, so you part of the Brotherhood now. Explain
got-
Sofia Vergara. Okay, that
Got his
explains
Dr.
so much.
Umar hat on there and
Yes,
shit. Nah.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Omar, no. Dr.
Oh my
Omar gonna be
God.
like, I beg your pardon.
That's how.
Yeah, I'll beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
What is it? Fellas, we got to stay focused. We got to stay. Oh man.
No, side note, there is video of Dr. Omar. No, white woman.
It's gonna be just
Oh shit.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Follow
So
that.
it's
Look it
going
up.
to be crazy to see what it is they got. Because right now I'm not really holding breath. You know. Yeah, not Dr. Umar. Yep.
I'm woke now.
He woke. You know, he was like, look, I got me a Latina sister on my arm. Look at this. I'm ready.
He out here in these streets, bro. That was
Oh,
funny.
my
I saw this shit this morning and died. I was like, wow.
Rocking cornrows. I'm like, yeah, he gets
Bro,
a
you
pass
saw-
now. He gets a pass now.
He's one of us now, shit. Fuck it.
Right. He gets a
At least
pass
gotta
now.
beat
Can't
his
even be
ass now, shit.
right. He was like, he's appropriation. No, calm down. He's one of us.
Chill. I'm
It's
one of you.
okay. He gonna be at BlurCon next
He
year.
gonna be at a
Just
Black
chill out.
Lives Matter march.
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not really holding my breath too much because, like I said, I was really looking forward to Batgirl. You know, I really was. Yeah.
No faith.
And it's when you get lit down so many times. And
No
you banking on The Rock and Chuck to pull you out the fire right now.
Bro, did y'all see when The Rock came to San Diego and everybody was just like, where's Henry Cavill?
Somebody asked him the question about Superman, and the way he answered it, he was like, well, I would love to fight Superman, whoever plays him. And that's when the crowd booed. And I'm like, damn.
You just should have kept that bitch open right there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got this. What Dwayne The Rock Johnson got pulled. He got a lot of pull. I can't hear that tagline no more. I know the hierarchy of the DCU is about to change. I get it, dude. It's happening. I get it. You were giving us a warning. I get it. So I'm just tired of hearing the tagline. Will says I was, but I don't think it would have had a strong story in Batgirl. It would have had the same problem as Batwoman on CW. Batwoman on CW.
It was okay at the start.
It was okay at the start. You're right. What you mean, first season or second season?
I say both of them went straight. Then it just started. Didn't it have like 4 seasons?
It had. Let me see. That one, 2, 3. It had 3.
Okay,
yeah, I think it was 3.
Yeah,
but see, I gave it to him because you had a good start, and then season 2, you had to give it time because it was like, okay, you're changing over your main character, which is really weird anyway.
And it actually kind of worked for Batwoman. Like, people didn't really trip on that one. Like,
yeah.
Oh, there's always like some kind of controversy with DC. Like, even with that, Batwoman being Ruby Rose and then switching over, it's like, can everybody just chill out over there?
Never satisfied, baby.
Yeah, right.
Never.
Folks just like be consistent. Okay, we're not. Okay, cool. I guess just how it's rolling.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Javincia Leslie too, and the lead story and the showrunner. Yeah, it was. I kind of have to side with the showrunner a little bit because, like, how often does that happen where you have the lead actor quit or fire or whatever they had, maybe off your freshman show, and then you get greenlit for a second season? Like, how do you recover? Like, that almost the first half of the second season, it was just like, look, she's gone, I'm here now. She's gone, I'm here now.
Right.
Yeah, at a certain point though, like, you gotta just own it. You guys own it and like really go for the story and like put your, like you have to do a little bit extra to like really get to tug at the hearts of people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like you're still given that opportunity to run that show. You're still getting the opportunity to write that story. So like I give them a little bit of a doubt, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, this is a good job.
Yeah, I would not have used the old Roads gallery like that.
Yeah,
like they kept. I'm like, oh, we rehashing the Rogues gallery now. Your brother is the Joker now. What the fuck? I'm like, nah.
I don't know. I kind of want to always ask. I want to be like, hey, folks at DC, did y'all read the comics?
At all? Like past the basic stuff? Like at all? Like
that's Marvel and DC though. They don't at all. They skim it.
Take stories from different characters and put it to different
like
they do. Put it to different stories.
Unless your name is Sam Jackson, because like he's a comic reader. Like they see him and go, he's a comic reader. So
he is Nick Fury now.
He was always Nick Fury.
He made him Nick Fury in the comic books now, so he ain't going nowhere.
It was just like, no, we don't need David Hasselhoff, not anymore. We don't need that. I need to see that again, just for nostalgia purposes.
Hey, but I am happy they canceled Gotham Knights though in all of this, because boy, that was gonna piss me off. I swear to God, like the game already scared me, and then they went like, we're gonna make a tie-in show, but it ain't got shit to do with the game.
That was so. He says Marvel's weakest What If episode is like CW's DC's best season. This is true.
I can't argue with that one.
No,
I'm not arguing with that.
As I was like, okay, yeah, I'll rock that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But Marvel can make mistakes at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel's delivered.
They got the lean ways. It's just like, if we fuck up, we got some other shit coming. Y'all ain't got to worry.
We fuck up. Y'all don't like the next
it'll make up for it later. Like it'll trust me. Like you know.
Like honestly, like I'm just gonna say the biggest fuck up I feel is like the Eternals. Like is that guy still coming out the Earth?
Yeah, he's still.
Nobody's seen this shit.
He's still sitting there like.
Any minute now.
Any minute now, right?
And anyone
like, oh my God.
Did anyone else see that, or is it all right? We're just gonna ignore that over there. Okay, cool.
Right.
Wait, did half the population just leave? What the fuck?
Stuff just showed up and everything disappeared, and nobody's asking questions like at all.
This nigga could have built a nuke ready to fuck the entire world up. Nobody is paying attention to this shit at all.
See, and this is why, like in Endgame, remember when Natasha had everybody on the hologram, and she talks to General Okoye, and she was like, just an earthquake off the coast of Wakanda, and she's like, well, how do you do it? And like, we don't handle it. It's an earthquake in the ocean, which we knew what it was, but she was like, we don't need y'all in our business right now. Right. Like, you need to mind your business.
Wakanda is Las Vegas. What happens there stays there. I'm pretty sure nobody knew about the Battle of Wakanda type shit in the outside world.
In the outside world, they just knew like, yeah, it was some kind of war. We don't know what happened. Like, we gonna keep it that way.
It was tribes.
It was that's it. It didn't affect our economy, or not like, yeah, whether you know that or not. But you know, I mean, even at the end of the first Black Panther, where they go to the UN and they were just like, but you guys sell textiles, and they all looking at each other like, nigga, please.
They're just doing it. Look like, yep, textiles.
Oh man. So
keep that story. Keep that story.
Let's talk about Wakanda Forever for a second. Tracy, we'll start with you, ladies first. What did you think?
Wakanda Forever?
Yes.
Trailer? Do you have time for me to cry?
I have some tissues. I have.
but I do have a special announcement for that. I am working with an org right now that are benefiting Black and Brown unhoused and impacted youth that's unfortunately been affected by police brutality. I'm working with that organization. I'm working with some folks at Disney to actually do a private screening of Black Panther Wakanda Forever for those kids. So I'm hoping, I've been talking to some folks, sending emails, working with both the org and Disney to see how we can actually make this happen. So knock on wood, we can do this. We're going to try and get the kids in for free, give them free food, free drinks, just have a good day for them, a good day of joy. We're definitely going to go in with the tradition of everyone wearing white for the film. Got to honor Chadwick.
Yes.
So,
white is the color, or one royal color.
Yes, one royal color. One royal color. Like, I usually like purple for royalty, or gold, of course. Yes. And like, but the trailer's amazing, and please send some good vibes for me for that, because I really hope we can do this.
I like hearing stuff like that because the impact that this first film even had in the character. We're not even just going to talk about just the character, just the impact of the film itself.
Exactly.
Look, it's been several years, and even when I go into my hospital job and I see cat, we still do the salute. It's like this. It's there.
It's there. Like, that shit is solidified.
It's part of the nod now. It's part of the universal
nod. That
is
it's either the nod or
the salute. You get one of them if you don't get both.
Right.
So,
I remember going there the first time I was wearing my dashiki on there. Everyone just wore their dashikis and went. I was like, hell yeah, got like
everybody was with the shits.
Yeah,
I took pictures of people with people that I'm just like, I don't even know who they are, and I don't care.
It brought all us together for a moment, didn't it?
Yeah. And it stayed that way. It stayed that way for about good until Infinity War. And I remember a friend of mine says we had nigga heaven for 3 months. And they took them for...
No, because they film everything simultaneously, and I don't think they realized. I don't think they fully realized how big of an impact Black Panther was going to be.
Oh yeah,
it was going to be an impact, but I don't think they consciously realized, like, yo, this is going to be huge. Do not have them have the full ass war in Wakanda. but since they film everything simultaneously, they're like, oh.
Yeah. Although I do like that scene in Infinity War when Black Panther, Cap, and Bucky are the ones leading the charge because they're the fastest motherfuckers.
Bro, and Captain America and Black Panthers are like, everybody running back. Nah, bitch. Nah. We out here. We the first line of defense. Oh, like, God damn.
Like him walking up and talking to the aliens. And they're just like, we have blood to spare. Because, like, you just feel like, y'all, we gonna kill y'all. Like, y'all coming to Wakanda.
Yeah.
The hell?
You picked the wrong hood, bitch.
No. Right, exactly. That's what he was saying in Marvel terms. That's exactly what he was saying in Marvel terms.
Like, this ain't the place you want to do this. I'm telling you.
Like, this ain't New York, nigga. Like, they don't got shit like we got shit.
So, D, what were your thoughts from the trailer?
Fucking loved it. Like, I appreciate it. Like they knew that they was gonna have to like go hard as hell for Chadwick and shit. So it was like, okay, I love how they did it. Like that intro song, that's what hit everybody in the kidney right there when they're and they're like, everything's gonna be all right.
Thames and Kendrick. And like the song is enough, all right. The visuals was enough, but when you actually hear this song and it's just like, wait, y'all really talking to us? Like, yeah, we gonna be all right. However, this shit's hurting.
Right.
This shit hurts. He said the trailer for Wakanda Forever, and whoever picked the song choice needs to be protected. Yeah.
At all costs.
All costs.
So he also says it was Angela Bassett as Storm, which I've always felt for years. That woman commands presence without saying words. That's true. That's like my celebrity crush. I'm not even gonna lie. It's that woman.
Have y'all seen that video of Keke Palmer though, where she's talking about Angela Bassett? Where she's like, it's all in the mouth.
Yeah, when she's talking about when she played Katherine Jackson in the
Bro, I was
She
dead.
nailed that though. She
That
nailed
is
that.
straight black people right there. Like black people right there. That's all we do when we show love to each other. We gonna roast you.
Like we know it, like that's how you know you find like you did your job when niggas know exactly how to imitate you now.
Right.
Like,
I just seen that earlier today when she was doing it. I was like, oh, she nailed that. I like because I was remembering that whole scene. I remember watching the American
Bruh.
Dream constantly, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
and that's just how she was.
What's
The
funny
whole-
about
bruh.
Kiki? I've actually met her. She's like best friends with my cousin randomly.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's lit.
randomly. She's like best friends with my cousin. I think it's great.
Oh my god. Tell her to come on the show.
Yeah, I know. Randomly, you know, my cousin like, hey, tell Kiki.
Tell her to come on the show. Let's rapid taste.
Right.
Tell her I'm gonna ask her about not of this planet Earth, not of planet Earth.
You gotta ask her about the one, the goat too, Aquila and the Bee. Like, fuck that. Niggas don't remember Aquila and the Bee, my nigga.
Like you wasn't there at the beginning. We know.
Like we was there from the beginning, my nigga.
Like we was born in the darkness. You were just adopted it. You just adopted it. I always use that Bane line, just like because it works with everything.
With everything, bro.
I did a review. I did a react on the Blurred's Eye YouTube channel, and I think I did it like the second day that it was released, and that shit was hard. And you see it in the video, and I'm like, I mean, for Christ's sake, if you just look over my shoulder, it's literally my entire room is like
Right.
black decked out stuff, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy. But wait till the breakdown comes down, because I've watched several pieces of it, and the breakdown is gonna be crazy because there's stuff in there that people the general public,
Right.
don't recognize, but people like fans like ourselves, we see it.
And they
You
were
know
quick
it.
cutting the fuck out of it too. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
see it.
The little, I was gonna say the little, the heart that drops. The little
Yes.
iron heart that drops.
Yes. Yeah.
Little shit. They was dropping subtle little hints like, oh yeah, we got shit.
When Angela gives her speech about she has lost her entire family, hasn't she given
Right.
enough? People thought that was just like, oh, she's just gonna forget about Shuri. I'm like, no, that's the blip. That was after the blip, because Shuri wasn't there neither.
Shuri was gone. People don't like people. Half of Wakanda was gone. M'Baku
Right.
was.
Baku
I
stayed.
thought-
No, Baku stayed.
He was still
He
around.
stayed.
He was still
He
around.
stayed. Yeah,
Yeah,
M'Baku
Because he
I
was
know
out there on the
it.
battlefield when
Oh,
everybody was
yeah,
getting
he
dusted. He was looking around.
was,
So
yeah.
he still was there.
Yeah, because I know like damn near half of they top niggas in Wakanda got blipped. So shit,
Man, I'll
Angela
never
Bassett
forget
was
that.
the only head person they had type shit.
I mean, I want Angela Bassett to be president, so I wouldn't be mad about that. If Angela Bassett
No.
was like, if she was in charge, I'd be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
You ain't got a choice but to listen.
My people are getting stimulus. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, okay. Okay. You heard her. You heard her. You better sign the check.
Sign that bill
Sign
now.
the check.
yeah, down the chicks.
Oh,
And then she
shit.
walks out throwing a lighter in the background, blows it
Light this bitch on fire.
Like not,
up.
and then walk off like on waiting to exhale.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Like she's the president. She's the president.
She president. She do
Go against her if you want to. See what rise up you get. You thought January 6th was the problem. So, like, she already
Yes.
burned it to the ground. What y'all got
Right.
left?
That shit
But,
is crazy.
Yeah, it was. The trailer itself is powerful, and we haven't. And what Marvel revealed at San Diego, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh yeah, they had performances too. They had a choir come out and sing for us. They had like a full stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler was up there, and he's the shyest, sweetest person you ever meet in your life. And he was just, you could tell he was very gracious for the moment and for the movie. The whole crew, they're basically like a huge family now.
Mm-hmm.
And like just hearing them speak about the film, speak about Chadwick and the whole production, because when it was at Hall H, it ended with Black Panther Wakanda.
Yeah.
So
Talk about a
and-
mic drop.
Yeah, that's a
That's what I'm-
strong mic drop.
It's
Yeah,
that
it's
was
you
nothing.
can't
Wait till you
really
hear this.
top- yeah, you can't really top what's happening with that. Like that, I think right before Black Panther, it was Caden came out, Jonathan Majors came out with talking about his character, and I think, oh, I can't wait for that either. But yeah, they ended on Black Panther Wakanda.
It's I can't wait because they have their investors meeting coming up next month, D23.
Mm-hmm.
And
I might be going to that. I'm trying to see if I can
that's gonna be real.
You got to let me know because D23 is bananas. We thought people who are listening to the show or watching the live, San Diego is the pinnacle of con going. Mm-hmm. It's not the end of con going for the season. It's just like that's
it's like the Super Bowl a little bit.
Yeah. However, D23 has quickly become, oh, that ain't nothing. Wait till you see what else we got.
Yeah, because Disney has so many properties now. Mm-hmm. Disney has so many effects when it comes to like Pixar, Marvel, of course, Star Wars. So it's basically like Disney times 100.
They got everybody now.
Right. Yeah, they literally do. They have like all the best properties. So it's just like it's their thing at this point.
Right.
It's like they have to show up like, hey, we got Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar. Pick what you want, what you need. We got you. like we're gonna show you
because we know they got a shit ton of Star Wars stuff coming out. So they got a shit ton of Star Wars stuff coming out.
And that's basically is going to be another example of like Comic-Con with Marvel times 2, and then Star Wars times 2, and all their other stuff times 2. So
yeah, because whatever they didn't
fingers crossed, I go.
Whatever they didn't reveal at San Diego, they're probably going to reveal at D23. They were just like, "Did you think we gave you the best stuff?" No.
Oh, no,
but wait, there's more.
It's like we ain't gonna give you the good shit. We got to come to us for that.
Yeah, so expect that. Usually D23, that's when you expect a few more trailers, to like full trailers. Like you have like the teaser trailers, and then like D23 is usually like, here's
we going into detail with this shit now. We're gonna explain.
Yeah. Like now you're gonna get that little.
You really gonna get some of this action here.
Let me tell y'all what the fuck really
what you
going
put your
on
money
now.
into. You want to see what you put your money into? Here, this is what you put your money into, and you want to put more money into it because you the investors, right? You want to put more money, so we're gonna show you everything. So you just gonna give us more money, right? Like you just gonna give us more money. Andor looks good. They had the teaser. They had the teaser show.
They just scared me when they was like they basing it on like Trump shit. And it's like I hate when they do that. It's like, come on now. I go to this shit for escapism. Why are y'all trying to give me the real world in Star Wars? Revan wouldn't approve of this shit.
I feel like what Octavia Butler said. She's like, I won't be here. Let me go away. I don't want to stay here. That's why we sci-fi.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to September 10th. They're like, what are you doing? I'm sitting at home because that news is gonna be flowing in, and
I'm a live stream this shit.
Yeah,
hopefully,
you almost have to.
Anaheim. Hopefully.
You know, like I told Tracy, I said, you know what? I'm gonna set up some things. I gotta come out there to her for either San Diego or for
They said it was like, Trump before Trump.
Trump.
I saw the comment.
Will say. So it's I'm looking forward to it. I really hope I don't want DC to fail. Because rocking.
Yeah, right. We out here, so like
we rocking DC.
I'm a DC purist, but it's just like it's hard. DC make it hard for them to make it hard to love them at times, don't it?
They do.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you gave us Man of Steel, and I'm like, nice. Then you gave us BVS, and I'm like, damn.
We could have got a full Batman movie, but I'll take it. Right. Shit. And then Justice League was just like, oh.
Wait, what is that? But at the same time, I'm trying to just figure out the continuity, because it's like, how are you gonna have? Because like I actually like Matt Reeves' Batman, and like,
it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, and Matt Reeves' opinion of like what he's gonna do for the next villain and like going forward sounds fantastic, and so it's like. And plus, they're supposed to do the Penguin, Colin Farrell's like own spinoff.
If they
So
don't
it's-
get
Did that get
nominated,
shelved?
I'm still
I
trying to figure
forgot
out
about that.
Yeah, they're supposed to do.
they couldn't have
Colin
because
Farrell-
they announced the Joker 2.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's a
well,
Joker
yeah.
too. But that's
Yeah,
Todd
they
Phillips.
announced. Yeah, they gave us a
With-
teaser for that.
With Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yeah.
Yep.
I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
It's not Lady Gaga because I know she can act. She's shown me she's talented. She's shown me that.
She can do it, but
It's just
that was a curveball.
yeah. I'm like, but you really gonna give us a second Joker? Like, don't get me wrong, the first one's good, but like, we don't need a second.
We didn't
one.
need a sequel to that.
No, that could have been
At
the one
all.
and done. Like, we didn't need any more. We didn't need. I'm like, you're.
I just want the continuity. I want to know, like, if you're gonna keep bringing that Batman, where does Robert Pattinson fit?
Yeah, where does
Give
he fit
us
into
just
this all in?
like, is in the second one like Superman gonna come out of nowhere or some shit? Like,
right.
Like, it's already the multiverse.
Feed me
Like,
something that works. You know, because I want you to. I want you to win. I want you to win. I don't wish ill on you. I want you to win. Is
we
room
will
at
ruin
the
it
table
for
for
you.
Yes, for real. There's room at the table for you and Marvel and Image. Look what Image is doing.
Right.
oh yeah,
You know,
I honestly don't. Yeah, I honestly think Marvel's just doing its own thing, and I
they're
feel
just
like
like
folks
like,
at Marvel. I feel like folks at Marvel do want DC to rise because, like, I mean, it's like we can be polar opposites, but we can still share the pie.
Joker 2, the musical.
Like, I just pray to God we getting trolled with this musical shit.
Yeah.
I just hope
is
it's
it a
lot
fever
of
dream type thing? Is that it? Like, is it just a
Like,
scene?
Yo, if that really comes out to be a musical, though, I'm probably gonna go and watch it. And just
I'm definitely gonna go and watch it, but what?
I might be a little loopy. Let's just put it that way. I might be a little loopy.
Right.
Get a little edible before going.
DC can run the table while Marvel is fulfilling the next phase. Yeah, they could. Because like, look, because Marvel's literally just said, you know what? We are already rocking the theatrical game. We about to take over television.
Yeah, you have to watch the television shows to get what's happening theatrically. So
you hear that, people? You have to watch the television shows. You can't skip. Yes, that means even the animated stuff. What if?
Right.
You got to watch it. You got to. It's a requirement.
Yeah, at a certain point it is. The only one I don't think you have to be required to watch is at this point is the Eternals. I'm still trying to figure out where that man is in the world.
Like, if they don't explain this in the next 2 years, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Like,
this was the direction I was thinking they were doing. Like, so in the Eternals, they fought the Deviants, right? Yeah. If you read the comics, you know that Thanos has a deviant gene.
Yeah.
I know general public, when they first seen Thanos and he was on Titan, they probably thought that everybody on Titan looked like him. That's not the case.
Nope. Not how it works.
He's at some point he's a deviant. And that's why
but we got Kang though.
Yeah.
Don't Kang got a deviant gene?
I don't think so. I gotta check. I gotta look again. I know he's got a shit ton of variants. That's
he got
a shit ton of variants.
Oh, and I can't wait. I know. I love the way Jonathan Majors is playing him. They cast that perfectly,
bro. I loved it when people didn't know.
He said when he did when he says He Who Remains, when he did that role, he said he had got invited to I think he said a friend's barbecue or something, and he was just doing those lines randomly to see how they would react. And I'm like, dude, you were doing what?
No, yeah, he's such a talented actor. Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
And that was a great hit. I was just like, dude.
Yeah, even from his start, like I saw him in Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
what was the cowboy movie he did on Netflix?
Oh, The Harder They Fall.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking love The Harder They Fall.
That movie.
That is a fantastic movie.
Jesus.
And then like every time
I love cowboy movies, bro.
Regina King. That scene she did at the beginning,
was
with everybody on the train tracks.
I'm gonna go
on the train. Yeah, boy.
That's my girl, boy.
Idris Elba did his shit too. Nigga, you a buck.
Yeah.
You a buck.
The harder they fall. Okay, the harder they fall.
Yeah, that movie, the soundtrack is banging.
Yo.
That movie is amazing. And
sidebar,
that train, it said CAB.
Oh yeah, for Chadwick Boseman.
It was for Chadwick. That was for Chadwick because that was his name. And I'm like, y'all did that shit. I'm still mad my guy didn't get the gunfight that he wanted. That shootout. I wanted that shootout. I wanted that quick draw fight. I wanted it. And he told him, he said, most people that talk like that,
they ain't gonna make it. He called that was foreshadowing like a motherfucker, wasn't it?
For real. It was. You're right, Will. It was. I might have to go watch that again tonight. God, dog, I ain't seen that in a minute.
You know what this remind me of? Remember during like the first start of like George Floyd and Black Lives Matter when John Boyega had a speech, and he said he's like, I don't know what's gonna happen to my career after this, saying all this. And Jordan Peele immediately tweeted to him like, "Yo, we got you. You'll be fine."
Like the conglomerate has you. We got your back. Trust me.
Yeah, we got your back, my nigga. Just talk your shit.
Yeah, exactly. But that just reminds me of like the Black community. Like anytime like we doing some good shit, like we always got each other's backs for the most part.
Like don't worry about us. You got fucking Ezra Miller to worry about. We
fine. Don't worry about
right.
Worry about your community because we got each other. Like we fine.
Like and I like how he handles himself on Twitter because they call themselves when he was in the Star Wars films and they tried trolling him,
they was coming for his neck
right back. He was like, "Did you think I wasn't gonna see that?"
Yeah.
And he was coming at him.
Yeah, he was coming at him, and I'm glad he did.
It was just like, and you know what? They stepped off too.
They better step off.
Checked the shit out their ass real quick, didn't they?
He's like, fuck around to find out.
In the franchise, he was robbed though, because his
was
trajectory.
They hold him.
Be a Jedi.
He was supposed to be a Jedi like a mother. They gave him a lightsaber.
I'm like, if you had kept your director, if you had kept J.J. Abrams for that second film, we would have got what we were.
That was they other fuck up because they was doing that different director for each movie shit, and that was
because JJ came in for the first one, and then I can't remember who got. Yeah, Ryan Johnson for the second, and then they brought JJ back to the third one, but he couldn't.
Like they didn't talk.
They didn't like cross any of the shit. Like they didn't.
If you're gonna switch directors, can y'all at least have one conversation?
Like this is what I have.
Keep this part in. But do everything else you do.
Like, just have a conversation. Like, it's really not that hard to talk to people. Like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do with my story. All right, cool. This is what I'm doing with my story. Like, let's make this work. Because like now we don't have Carrie Fisher, so I'm like, how are we gonna fix this?
That should have been your only. Let's try to work. How do we work around this? That should have been your only issue. Everything else should have felt right in line. Don't get me wrong. I like the films. I take Star Wars good and bad. Don't matter. However, you robbed my man. You robbed John Boyega. Of being an actual Jedi. That's what the idea was. He was going towards of him being a Jedi. That shit could have went flawlessly.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been
all you had to do was worry about Carrie Fisher and working that around. That's all you had to do.
We needed another black Jedi. Mace Windu is dead, my nigga.
But wait.
No, there's only. What are you talking about? There's only 3 black people in space.
Exactly. Like
that might not be the case. That might not be the case.
What? Oh,
that might not be the case.
I did see that shit. Wait, so is they going with it? Is they because I saw the shit that they was like he might have survived. Yeah, but what he was at this whole time then.
He probably, if he fought Palpatine and had to deal with Anakin, then he know the Senate is corrupted, so he probably had to go underground like Yoda did.
If he came back out of nowhere,
if you forget, Yoda was the strongest. Right. Mace was the fiercest, and Obi-Wan they say he's just as wise as Yoda and just as fierce as Mace.
Obi-Wan
So
was
that
like the
tells you
best all-around Jedi to me.
he just hated it.
I love Obi.
That's right. You're right, Will. Didn't see a body.
Right.
Didn't see a body.
If anything,
You all right.
Yeah. So I'm
If
like,
you don't see that body, niggas can come back like 10 years later with a scar or some shit.
Yeah. Yep. Should have a black Jedi as a child of the Force. You're right. They should. They really should. I mean, they're opening it up now, but good Lord, it shouldn't take this long.
Yeah, I mean, they're opening it up. It took a while.
Yeah.
Right, we got Reva and Obi-Wan, but
yeah, I know.
Yo,
it took a while.
Yeah, I said it before. Me and Tracy talked about this too on the show prior or before. I don't know who is on that base doing that sister's hair, but damn, was it laid out? It never braid, never out of place,
ever. Tyler Perry need to get that hairstylist.
Yo,
like, who did you deal with? I need them over here.
You know,
she had her own personal hairstylist for that or something.
She probably had her own personal hairstylist, but also Tyler Perry in Atlanta.
Yeah,
which is also wild.
Yeah,
you know what? Nobody do hair.
I graduated high school and like the power is doing that.
You got to tap into it, Mr. Perry. You got to tap into it. Right. It's there.
Ultimate power.
Over 9,000. Man. But yeah, I think they're stepping in the right direction with opening up the world in Star Wars and everything else.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad like with Mace, like he said, there wasn't a body. And if you've watched any Clone Wars, even the animated stuff,
yeah,
Mace is that nigga. Like this is Sam Jackson we talking about.
The only nigga with a purple lightsaber.
Like he told George Lucas, "Can I make mine?" He told George,
"I want my that bitch better be
mine. I want mine to be so." He's like, "He can be any color you want."
They had to make this nigga lightsaber canon. Mace Windu still the only nigga got a Revan shit is violent. Like people like lightsaber colors mean shit in the Star Wars mythos.
For real. And it was like, if he's that fierce of a fighter and you've seen him fight, you know he survived that fall. Come on, man. Obi-Wan's story showed if a Sith can survive on pure hatred, what can a Jedi do? Right.
Facts.
Right.
That was a beautiful sequence, by the way.
It was.
The blue and the red.
And the way the voice was changing with it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I'm like, y'all know what the hell y'all doing over there. I like that.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. That's why we just keep coming back. And they're just like, we got you. It's like
you feeding it to. He was. I'm like, damn. Every time they show Darth Vader in a new iteration of a story, you get reminded more and more why he's that
nigga.
You just realize he is
like, if you read the comics and shit, you already know he don't give a fuck. But now they just like, nah, we finna show you exactly how savage this nigga. Bro, did y'all play Fallen Order? He came in at the exact end. I was holding you know it's bad when you just lose all hope. Like, I'm finna beat his ass. When he killed the old gun, she was like, avenge me, Zeus. And then Siri tried to run. He was just like, get the fuck out of my way. So I got him. No, you don't. That's
Look,
not like
I remember playing the first Battlefronts. And I was on Dagobah and was just wiping the floor. And I was cleaning the house.
Bro.
And then I'm like, okay, where does this red dot? And they was just like, and I was listening to their radio silent, they radio. He's like, Darth Vader. He was like, Lord Vader's on his way. And I'm like, oh shit. And he came down, and I was just like, he ain't gonna find me that fast. But that red dot was moving so fast, and I'm like, bruh, how is this dude finding me?
This nigga like 7 feet tall, moving like a track star, son. Like, what the fuck going on?
When I say I'm like, I just had my, you know how you had the guard, you just had to use, I just held the button on guard. I'm like, because I was just like, I'm not gonna get a slash in, not like this. I'm not gonna get what.
Rogue One, when everybody just looking down the hallway.
Yo, they all about Pitt State fans.
Yo,
Like my man was stuck on the other side of the door. He was just like, take the key. Just take the key.
Just take it. All you saw was their lightsaber, and they're like, oh shit, I'm dead. That's all you saw. I'm finna die.
Because you know he about came close to saying, open the door, let me. And they was just they would have been like,
nah.
Nah, and they showed a different side. They went hard in Obi-Wan too. That was so good.
Oh, when he ran through that village, just murking.
Honestly,
that guy was walking through the city knowing Obi-Wan was there and force choked the husband, force choked the wife, and then grabbed the kid. He grabbed did he grab the husband and drag him through the city and then choked her and killed the wife? I'm like, dude, what?
Like people, them like right after Order 66, that was this nigga at his most savage type shit. Like people don't be realizing.
You thought him taking younglings out was a problem. No,
niggas don't remember like the next about 10 years of him murking shit for no reason, pulling spaceships out the sky and shit with his hand. It's just.
That's why Obi-Wan was like, you need to get in the second ship because we need to fool him into thinking this. And he ripped the whole side off. He said, yes, literally force choked the city knowing full well. Yeah. He did. He force choked pretty much the entire little town. He was like, I know you out here. Bring your ass out here. Everybody will die if you don't come out here. He was pulling at it. And then when he came up, he ain't take him out right away. He was dragging him through the coals and everything. He's like, I want you to suffer.
Burning him. Like, who got the high ground now, bitch?
Right. And that's the look he had too when he buried him like in that crater. He was just like
you ain't not this time, nigga. Not this time. Not this time.
Not this time.
He was thinking about this shit for some years. Like every time he just gotta look up at somebody in the hot, nah, fuck that. Get your ass down here. I don't even like that.
I'm like, I don't even like that. I'm like, they ain't getting me again.
Right, like never again. He swore after that moment, I'm never getting caught by the high ground ever again.
For real.
I still love that line. Anakin have the high ground.
He's like, I have the high ground now. You underestimate my power. I'm like, both of y'all niggas are not wrong. I'm telling you that right now. Like, he had the high ground advantage, but he did underestimate you because, man.
Bruh, that was still one of the most funniest shits. Like, it wasn't funny, but that shit was funny.
Oh, good times.
Oh, my God. Man, we about to get out of here. D, tell them where they can find you at.
Drizzy Dre Popcorn. You can find me at Popcorn the Zombie on all social medias. I'll be streaming hella on Twitch. I kind of been on the break because I've been been being a guest with everybody. But also check out the Black Effect Podcast Festival, August 28th. We're gonna be there. We're gonna do a live show, and it's a lot of other great Black podcasts gonna be there. So y'all should come check that out. It's gonna be in Brooklyn, New York, at the Avant Garden.
Oh, hell yeah. Congrats. That sounds like an amazing time.
Tell Charlamagne I'm coming to kick the door in too.
Bro, I'm gonna be in the after party, lit as hell type shit. So niggas do not know you.
Check this out. So when I first met you, it was at BlurredCon this year. I had already been listening
before or after I passed out.
No, this was like when you was in there when we was all in there talking about Batman with Kurt.
Oh shit.
When Kurt damn near had a heart attack.
I remember now.
That shit was like, but we all took a shot of Malort. Good Lord. For the record, do not drink that shit. If you value anything.
Death in a bottle, baby.
Death in a bottle.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It is. Try it one day. Just try it once. Just don't be like me. Oh shit.
Somebody said it tastes like brimstone. I remember somebody said that.
Somebody said that bitch tastes like black struggle, and I died. I was like,
Oh, my man blurred that radio was on one too. He's like, no, it's good. I'm like, that ain't good.
Y'all built different up north, son. Like, that's all I.
I'm like, what is this? I can't. I'm like, what?
You can put Malort in your car and it's gonna start moving.
It cleans the battery acid.
Oh shit. You don't need Coke if you got Malort.
No, for real. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Will.
Thank you so much, Will.
Oh my God, yeah, Malort. Whew. Man, I'll drink moonshine before I mess with Malort now.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Okay, no, let's try this because like I can handle moonshine. I'm from the South, so I need to try this.
Yeah, this like moonshine just tastes like gas. This shit just burns. Malort just like you just got. You just hold your mouth open after you take the shot. It's just like
I was like, when I walked in the panel room, they had put some in, like, no, Kurt had took the bottle. He had took the bottle, and I didn't know what he had. Me, Nix from Do You Speak Geek, Goddess of the Odd, Teffy. It was like after the panel, we was all in there, and like Nix did it, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm taking a shot too. Me and Nix looked at each other, and I'm like, what the hell?
It don't hit you till like 2 seconds. It's like, that ain't shit. Wait a minute now.
Right. Hold on. Like you had that, you get that face. Everybody had the gas face too.
Like, what is this?
You got to drink it cold. I'm like, temperature makes a difference,
right? Like,
like Teffy. I was saving. I told Teffy and Lovely, I'm like, don't touch it, don't touch it.
Bruh.
Oh my God,
that's it tastes like the dark side. No,
it tastes like the dark side. Oh my God,
that's what I usually try. And there's some flavor to it. You can add flavor to it.
Yeah, shit.
Sugar.
Try what y'all are talking about. I'm gonna try what y'all are talking about.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm like, that's why they only sell that shit up north type shit. Like, I'm not fine. I was like, I just told, and then he was like, I'm gonna send you a box. I was like, oh,
a box. like what you trying to get rid of surplus?
Just send me one bottle so I can have it on my shelf just to stare at it. Like,
the decision never to make,
right? Like, shit got to be bad if I'm just drinking straight Malort type shit.
Look, you got the angel on one shoulder and a bottle of Malort on the other, and they were like, "Oh, no, I'm gonna always pick the good side. No, from now on, I'm gonna be
Malort is Emperor Palpatine to Anakin Skywalker. Goddamn,
that is bad. It's bad. Oh my God, that stuff. Whoa. But it stays like you know how you eat like dark chocolate or something, and you feel it like in the back, like that. That's what that Malort did. It was like, but it didn't leave. It stayed there for a while, and I'm like, why is it stored back there? I'm not a chipmunk. Why is it back there? Like,
have you ever tasted vinegar and it make your jaw do that little thing?
Exactly. You're like, oh no. Oh no!
Like, did I just eat some sour candy? What the fuck?
Why
I got lockjaw right now? What the fuck?
Is this a joke? Shit. What is this?
Oh shit! Fucking Malloy, bro.
From what Kurt did the year before, it was Everclear. I told him too. I said, "I'm coming to the after party. Do not do that Everclear shit." And then it was the damn Malort. What the hell?
I feel like this guy is like, all right, if I can't do Everclear, I want to do some kind of clothes. And then the next year he's gonna top the Malort.
Fuck shit. I'd rather just drink. I'd just rather just go and drink the goddamn Everclear type shit. That's
for real.
I'll take that burn instead of Malort. That's how bad it is.
That's what I'm telling y'all. Next year, he's gonna try something else. He's gonna be like, "Y'all thought that was bad. Try this."
Right. Like that's gonna be the thing from now on. Every blurred kind of like bring the worst liquor.
Ever. He's gonna top it.
You got to bring at least one bottle. Like, and everybody got to take it. So
at least one shot. Goddamn. Because Malort is Mike Tyson right now. That is the heavyweight.
For real.
Yeah, I'm
for real. That's that stuff that just make you think about your life decisions. You just be like, damn, maybe I should have done that and not done. Maybe I should. Just makes you rethink life choices.
Nigga go to Alcoholics Anonymous and be like, my drinking choice is Malort. Everybody's just gonna get up and hug that man.
He give him all your chips. He needs.
I thought I was doing bad. I thought my life was fucked up, boy. Just come here.
Like, we got to do the whole group hug and everything.
Like, oh shit.
Can we just give him all the sponsors? Like, just please.
A crackhead gonna get up and be like, "Sir, I do crack, and I still would not drink Malort." Goddamn.
Oh my God. Traci, where can they find you?
All right. On IG at Crazy Car 77. I'm usually there. Hit me up. See all my political talks, all my nerd talks, all my blurred talks.
And everything mixes so well together.
Right.
Go support a sister. Go support my man Popcorn the Zombie and the Trap Nerds. And if you stay in that area out there in New York, or if you're going out there in that area in New York, get your ass out there for the Black Effect Festival, August 28th. Was it August 28th and 29th?
Nah, it's just a one-day thing. That's just one day,
right? It's a one-day event, so y'all better get out there August 28th and get it in. You can check me out, Blurred's Eye View. Go to the IG channel, Blurred's Eye View. Go to the link tree in there, and it will send you to all the soldiers. So you can catch us every Tuesday at 8:30 on all Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can catch me and Traci every Thursday at 9 p.m. Same channels, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. It'll show you to the YouTube channel where I also do Fury's Reacts and Reviews. And until next Tuesday, where we got some dope people coming on and we're talking about some more dope content and geek content like only we can do. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. And I encourage you not to do Malort. Not to do. We out of here. Just don't do it. We out of here.